How could we end the Ukraine war, the Russia Ukraine war right now? How could we do it? The answer, I believe, is in Chivalry. Had a discussion with This Is Shaw. If you were in my video, I'll put a link to it, chapter 3. I think the answer lies there. How could we end most all wars? Certainly unnecessary, dumb wars, which probably 90% of wars were unnecessary and dumb. How could we end them? Here's the answer. Stay tuned. I think women should be drafted, and I think if they don't have children by, I don't know, 26 or something, I think
Yeah.
they should have, because men have to register at 18. I
Yeah.
think women, if they don't have
Should be
children by,
25 to 32 instead of 18 to 25 for the guys. Like
yeah, I think
if
they
you're
should have to register
26,
for selective
you're
service.
29. Yeah, like that should be the age range. I mentioned something on my last stream and it was about Israel. From what I've heard,
Mm,
everyone's got to sign up for the selective service or it's not even selective service, the conscription, I think.
yeah,
And women, it's like if they become a mom, basically, I think they're exempt from it. And one that
yeah,
would make sense. And they have a pretty high fertility rate. So I
yeah.
could
Maybe
see
that's part of
that
the
being a
reason why they
thing.
do, though. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. They're just like, well, I'm probably probably don't want to do the soldier stuff, right? So
Yeah, but here's somebody, man, who was I was listening to? I forgot, but they said that could actually help prevent a lot of wars,
hmm
because as soon as a nation starts seeing its daughters being blown apart on some battlefield,
they'll
the
think about it.
chivalry would kick in, and
Yeah.
we would say there better be a darn good reason that we're fighting this war,
Yeah.
or else we're pulling back out, because men, they're disposable. Yeah, we can send them off to war. Who cares? Whatever, blah blah. But if, because of our chivalry thing that we're talking about, I think this is real too. That, like, if we started seeing our daughters getting blown apart, we'd be like, "Whoa, that's not happening." And this guy, I forgot who it was, but he was saying that could prevent a lot of, because most wars, if you look at throughout history, most of them are just complete and utter nonsense that we're even
hmm
fighting in these wars. So that could help prevent a lot of these. Like, there better be a very good, serious reason, or else we're not
Yeah.
going to war if it means our blessed women are going to be blown apart. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think
I
that was
could
a
see
good thought.
that.
Like, whoa, we could really prevent a lot of unnecessary wars.
The tough part, obviously the tough part is getting a chivalrous culture to allow that to happen in the first place. But I can
Mm.
imagine if it was, a lot of the chivalrous folks would be taken aback. And I can see it going one of two ways. They're either very they scrutinize the war a lot, or they just say, okay, no more women in the battlefield. Sorry, guys. It's just you guys. But maybe it would bring up a conversation of, well, wait a minute, then what are they doing? You know what I mean? So that would be the
Yeah, I just
positive
thought that was
there.
a good thought of, like, that could prevent a lot of wars if we knew the divine feminine was going to be
Oh
affected.
yeah. Into the yeah, I know what you mean. The divine feminine and the profane just blood and guts and dirt of trench warfare or whatever it happens to be.
Yeah, because
Oh
right
God.
now women, like Andrew Wilson, bring this up a lot, or, well, a lot of people do, but women get to vote for
Men
people in
to go to war.
politics to send men to war.
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh, well, that's all good. But what if women have
Yeah.
then to send themselves to war?
Yeah, they're getting their cake and eat it too right now when it comes to that stuff. But I agree with that. I mean, if I could see men 18 to 25 having to register and be available for that. That's been the deal. But women, you give women a chance to have, kids from 18 to 25. And then if it's like 26 to 32, well,
Yeah.
it's like if you haven't done that, then you're just like any other citizen out here. You have an obligation.
Yeah. I mean, you can be cannon fodder just like the men can.
Yeah, and they still have the option to become a mom. I mean, if the minute they do that, it's congratulations, you're off the hook there. So,
Well, yeah, even if they're in the military, if they get pregnant, they're
yeah,
off the hook.
yeah, they'll either, I think what I heard in Israel is they offer them an abortion or they can go home. That's it. So,
Wow. Okay.
whatever they want to do. Yeah,
Okay.
so Yeah, I could see that being a big incentive to wanting to do family creation. I mean, I guess,
Yeah.
I can see people saying it sounds bad or whatever, but it's kind of egalitarian. So,
Well, that was This Is Shah. Good stuff. What do you think? Give me a comment below. What do you think about this? Is this a good way to end most all wars, especially Russia-Ukraine war? Oh, it's good. I think we need to implement it. Egalitarianism and our chivalric mindset would then end these wars for the most part, unless it was really necessary. Ooh, good stuff. We're getting it turned around because Christ is winning. He is building his church, and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. Until next time, this is the Postmillennial Man.